We'll see. And touch wood. I can't see it on the streaming screen just yet. It says streaming, but I can't see a picture. Anybody want to check YouTube or Facebook for me and see if it is actually streaming? Because all I've got is a spinning disc at my end. Oh no, it's coming through now. Just it was making its mind up. So we still do want to see if it is actually streaming live before we carry on talking. Anyone for anyone?
Hold on, I'm struggling with things a little bit, Simon.
Well, I'm just gonna have to presume then it's streaming properly.
Yeah, do that. So I've got a bit of a lag with Discord being on. It's the usual thing.
Do you want to give everybody an update on the clubs and what we've got going on and everything?
Yeah, there's regular stuff being booked in on a Monday night with New Joke City and I can't remember the names left on the other one now, which DC's been doing a lot of stuff in New York. Got another meeting with him this week over several other things that he's going to be bringing in. Got another meeting with another guy tomorrow over more shows that they're bringing in. Some stuff that's been on YouTube, so that's all really good. So yeah, there's lots of things bubbling away. There's another set of Snooki stuff coming in. I'm just waiting for them to upload to Vimeo so we can schedule all that in. So I anticipate on the run up to Miami, we should be looking at probably potentially 2, 4, 5, 6 shows a week, 5, 6 shows a week from about another week and a half's time, because obviously I've got to schedule them in and get things ready and get them booked onto Oculus. So that's all really good. There's other bits of behind the scenes as well. So all that's going really well. We've still got some ongoing talks with TCG and David there over doing a big event in that metaverse as well. So yeah, the club stuff's bubbling, like I've said. I have got a couple of other conversations as well about trying to get some live stuff done or streamed to Miami NFT Week with a couple of comedians that we know. So that's in conversation as well. So yeah, it's all good on the club front. Obviously, I want to ramp up and get more people involved, but I think I don't want to push things too far because I want to try and build everything in for after Miami as well, so we can really make a big show and dance, excuse the pun, after that as well. So yeah, we are gradually building up the number of shows. There'll be more to come. So that's it on the club front. The meeting that we had tonight was with our app partners and a big ad network, but they've had to put that back. So it's just one of those things. But lots of good stuff happening there. I know you've had conversations with Polygon, Simon, haven't you, as well? So all that's bubbling away. But that's it on the club front at the moment. Simon, have you got any bits to add on there?
No, just obviously we've finalised the website copy, haven't we? He's disappeared on me.
Yes, we have finalised that. That's going off to be sorted today, tomorrow.
Yeah, new website, contracts being written, obviously Polygon. I don't know whether Jane wants to give us a little heads up on what happened with Polycon, because I know that you went and did that AMA and there was a little bit of feedback on that, wasn't there?
There was some feedback on it.
Well, just in terms of the experience that you guys had and how it went.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant feedback coming to me. So yes, there was issues with folks getting in with the NFT tickets. They did a Polycon conference in 2021. I'm going to presume that they did not NFT gate that one. Because this apparently was their first experience doing that for a large crowd, because there was like 10,000 people trying to get in on the first day, and there was just huge technical issues getting people in. So it took me the majority of the first day to get in there. So we missed our first AMA time. I was able to do the AMA on the second day. probably about 25 people in there, but most of the people were in the main stage presentations, which were happening simultaneously with the AMAs in the smaller auditorium. So, had good reception, but there was not a way for me to share the Discord invite link in the platform, unfortunately. So, that was a little bit of a lost opportunity, but I've made a lot of great connections in the Polygon space, and have some folks that'll be able to help us with our marketing going into the V2 token launch. So that's a really positive thing. But it was fun. It was a fun couple of days.
Yeah, I know I had an issue getting in the first place as well, because they wanted you to create your avatar and have your NFT in your wallet, and it wasn't the easiest, but I suppose they'll learn from that one.
Well, you have to create an avatar just to get into the world, right? Just like any other metaverse. But the NFT token, there was technical back end issues with connecting that to actually get in the world. So they have a lot of lessons learned for next time.
Yeah, and it'll be one of the things that we'll be doing, obviously, when we'll be, gating certain content for NFT holders in the future. So it's at least obviously it's on Polygon, and the tech is there. So it's just a case of ramping up to the point where we're getting thousands of people into those rooms. Did you hear back from David Evans, Andy?
He said I chased him up again today. He said probably maybe tomorrow or Thursday. He's got half term where he is, so he's got the kids and he's just been really busy. So I will follow up. I did message him again earlier saying let me know when exactly if you can, so we can get that sorted, because we need to get that ironed out, don't we?
Well, yeah, because we want to have a big event with Russell Kane. Get him in there and see if we can get him in front of a few thousand people. That'll be an exciting one to go alongside the launch. But as Andy's already explained, it's Miami that we're gearing up for. I know we're going to see quite a few people there. We're going to be wandering around with the joke t-shirts on with QR codes. We will be creating a whitelist for people to get into that launch, and that'll be a really good opportunity to get a lot of people to see visibly the project. I don't know whether any of you guys, let me just see if I can spot any names. There's a couple that I've seen in the 10x app, and that will be bringing us in front of tens of thousands of people over the next few weeks. So that's a massive opportunity. It's going to save us a fortune in marketing. You wouldn't believe some of the eye-watering figures that we've been quoted to to launch a project like this it's horrendous. So the main thing is, as we've said before, we're waiting for the market to turn around. I'm not convinced the market is going to turn around in the next month or so, but we shall see. Some people still think that there's a bull run coming soon. Then you've got, I think Travelling Tom, was it Tom or is it Anthony that made me aware today that Coinbase are pausing their withdrawals of BUSD. Is that right, Andy? I think, is that what they are? Yeah. So
Coinbase.
13th of March, Coinbase are apparently going to pause withdrawals of BUSD. Now, the question I got asked in an AMA this morning was, does that mean there's a problem with BUSD? And my answer was, after a little bit of thought, no, it probably means there's a problem with Coinbase. So when you start looking into, you saw some news on Binance as well, Andy, didn't you? He's on silent still.
Sorry, Binance have squiddled away 1.8 billion worth of assets into hedge funds and other stuff without notifying the community. So there's been a bit of an uproar about that as well. I've not read the full piece. It was on, I think it was Johnny Mayhem again who shared it. It's on Forbes. I've not read the full one. I've just read the headlines. So not good.
So yeah, obviously the conspiracy theory says that there's another leg down in the crypto space, that, well, it's due. It is overdue. You know, we've seen, and Andy's got his trading software on because we can hear the bingity bongs. We've seen Bitcoin hovering at 25, then at 24, hovering now at 20, 23 to 20, 23, 3, something like that. That's me guessing. I haven't been on it in the last couple of hours, but let me just see if it has pushed up at all while we're on it. Bitcoin is at 23,496 as we speak, and starting to consolidate at that level. So just coming up under 23 and a half. It is on dodgy ground at the moment, and we've been saying for a long time that it's only going to take one movement or one bit of bad news, and if something like happened to Coinbase, I think we would see a massive move to the downside very quickly. So watch out for that one. Not to say that is going to happen, but it was my first thought when you start seeing a particular exchange start to, you know, stop withdrawals of certain assets, then it's, well, very, very strange, let's put it that way. And I don't think it's a problem with BUSD. So, you know, there's a lot of talk around BUSD going off at the moment. They've promised that they've got backing for all of it up until, I think it's April next year. So who knows where that goes and why Coinbase would say something like that. But it just stinks to me of maybe another major, one or two major exchanges on the brink, because we all know that the last 3 or 4 weeks, Bitcoin, the withdrawals of Bitcoin have been enormous compared to normal cycles, and normally the price of Bitcoin capitulates straight after Valentine's Day over the last couple of years. It's the hardest time economically that we've seen it probably in the world for a while. And I know there are rumours, of getting past recession, etc. I don't believe we've even seen the half of it yet. You know, I don't think we've seen the kickback from COVID or from the war. And there's obviously things that can still happen with that war that could send prices of anything tumbling, oil or, other assets or foreign exchange, the price of the dollar, etc. But those of you that have been following us on 10x will know we're keeping a very, very close eye on what is going on in the global economy, and looking at the way Bitcoin could be going. Well, it's there teetering at the moment. It's only going to take someone to push it off the edge for it to take another big leg down. Rather than, I know some people are looking for, it's a bull run, it's going to push off, it's going to jump into space. I can't see that anytime soon, not just yet. So, well, conspiracy theories aside, you can see that the governments are wanting to get in on the act and coming in strong and hard on a lot of these exchanges, and I believe it's going to happen over the next 3 to 6 months. So we shall see. We just want to make sure that we're launching in the best conditions possible. We will make sure that happens for you guys as project holders. We need to get to revenue as quickly as possible. So that means that as soon as we come back from Miami, we will have a lot more to tell you about where the project's going. You'll see the new website before then. You'll see the app. You'll see what's going to happen with the revenue and the way the contracts are going to play out to actually pay back into the token and to the NFT holders. And at that point, all we need to do is monetize the shows through the advertisers. So those are the meetings that are going on at the moment. We're not able to obviously make the community privy to any of that yet because it's still being negotiated. And one of those meetings that was going to happen tonight, they've actually just pushed it, so it's probably going to get pushed until next week because these people are incredibly busy. So, Andy, anything else you want to add?
No, I think I'm just going through the list in my head. There'll be an update to the white paper. There's that'll obviously be going on the website. We will share that with the community when that's done. There's just a lot of conversations going on at the moment on the build up to Miami, so I do ask the community to bear with us a little bit, whilst Simon and I, along with a lot of the team, are busy getting ready for that, because there's a lot to do for it. Practically just getting to the States is not straightforward anymore with travel. We've got a lot of stuff to set up for the 3 days at the event. There's other things that are going on there, so yeah, it's just a busy time, so please bear with us. It probably sounds like we're not giving massive updates, but it's just, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and I know a lot of people are aware of that anyway. But for some of the newer people that are on here, there's some new names I've not noticed before. It's a big deal for us. It's a big event. There's a lot of stuff being on the project that's been going on for months and months. Things are taking time because of the way the market is, but it's all progress still. I did an update the other day on one of my Google Sheets on the number of Oculus registrations that we've been having for various shows, and it's been really healthy. There's been some are not amazing, but a lot of the communities in the Infiniverse know the events are going on anyway because they get promoted within the Infiniverse. But in terms of Oculus registrations, for an unknown brand to get what we've been getting has been really, really good. So it's all really, really positive. We've got, like I said, a lot of the people involved in the project from a comedian perspective, they're just desperate to get going and do things, and we just have to manage it really carefully. At the end of the day, I'm having to do all the booking of the comedians, liaise with them, tell them how we want things, tell them that the content's not good enough. Sometimes we let things still run if it's not quite right, because we still want to give them the opportunity because they're learning themselves. There's a lot of work that goes into all of that behind the scenes, and I will be talking to some of the community over helping market that over the next 6 to 12 weeks, which is really important. It's taken a lot of time. I've held back on some of that because of the nature of, like I said, how the market's been. But yeah, we're entering a busy spell. And here's Dranko on stage. How are you doing? Unfortunately, we won't be seeing you in Miami, but never mind.
Nah, not going to be down in Miami. Hope y'all enjoy, though, man.
Yeah, we will do. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Nothing changed over here. Same thing every day. Same thing. When are you guys coming down here?
We fly out on Wednesday, the 29th of March, and fly back on Thursday, the 6th of April. So,
Heck yeah.
So we might be quite tired by the time we finish that, Andy, right?
I'm sure Miami's
we will be. Yeah.
Miami will be trashed and destroyed by the time you guys leave.
Have you been to NFT week there then?
I have not, man. I have not.
So apparently,
I'm actually just the one to stay behind a computer and just keep working. I'm not a networker.
what is wrong with you? You're still young. You should be out there partying all the time.
No, I've never. That's never been my style. It's never been me, even though I'm Dranko. But I've always been, chill, relaxed. I don't want to talk to people. I just like getting the business.
I remember when I first met Simon. Simon didn't like standing in front of people or networking. We broke him though. Now he loves it.
That's hard to believe.
Cheers,
No.
dude.
He does like it.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm not still not too keen on standing on stage in front of a few hundred people, but needs must, I suppose.
You're good, Simon. Don't worry, you're good. You're a natural. So we're asking you to sing or tell a joke. Heaven forbid.
Oh no, we'll get you doing that. Yeah.
No, definitely not the singing. So yeah, it's a short AMA today. There's not a lot to update. If anybody's got any questions, though, please fire away. I think sometimes me and Simon get fed up of hearing our own voices, going over some of the same stuff. So, but hopefully, the one thing I'd really like to try and do is definitely get one of the comedians doing a live stream or even live at Miami NFT. It'd be great if we could get him live. It is he I'm talking to down in Miami, and also then stream it into the clubs live. That's the plans, amongst other things, which would be really cool. So I'm working on that this week. In fact, I've got a chat with him tomorrow, Simon. I think it's about 5:30.
Yeah, Dave.
So, yeah, Dave. So I'm going to talk to him about it, see what he's up for. what might be quite cool if he does it from New York, stream to Miami and into the metaverse as well. That'd be really cool. So I'll see what we can get sorted.
Dave's here, Dave Lee Salt's here. I don't know whether he wants to come on stage. I did invite him on. I wanted to just see what was happening in the Infiniverse, because it's he seems to be doing a lot of work with the UK community, but I'm not seeing an awful lot happening elsewhere in there. So, but he doesn't seem. I've invited him on. He hasn't picked up the phone, so to speak. Has anybody else got any questions while we're here? Because, like Andy says, as it's a short one today, we're not going to string it out because there's not masses of news. And if you start me off on a rant about how and what's happening with Bitcoin, you could be here for another hour. So, Dranko,
nobody wants to hear that from you.
Well, have you seen? What's your thoughts on what's going on with Coinbase? Have you seen that?
Oh, Dave's put his hand up, by the way, Simon. Sorry, Dranko. Dave's put his hand up, by the way, Simon.
No,
so
I invited him on. That's me inviting him on.
All right.
Yeah. But Dranko, have you seen that with Coinbase and what's going on, or got any rumblings? You heard anything?
I have, but not enough to voice an opinion. I agree with what you were saying. I had tuned in earlier. I think there is going to be another shakeup. I personally don't think it's going to be Coinbase. I think they're trying to play it by the book as much as they can and be the last man standing. But I don't know. It's tough. I mean, they're so big, you would like to think that neither of them could fail, but we all thought that about another exchange, you know. I don't know. I don't really have
are you pointing your finger at Crypto.com?
No, I was actually talking about FTX.
No, I mean, yeah, obviously, we know FTX has gone, but could there be another one of the biggies that sort of falls off?
Oh, I'm sure. I really do think that one of them will be. I think probably a few more will continue to tumble. I think we're all just here to witness, because by the time we know it's happening, I think it's already happened.
Have any of you seen the announcement from Coinbase about their Layer 2 network?
Tell us about it.
Well, I had sent a link to you just now, Simon, in the WhatsApp chat. But they're building. Well, right now it's in a testnet phase. They're offering a secure, low-cost, developer-friendly way for anyone, anywhere to build dApps on chain.
There's quite a lot. I'm seeing quite a lot of projects saying that they're going to offer that. You know, I was looking at OHO the other day as well, and there's a lot coming that are trying to make it super easy for, you know, to move into a world where everybody can use the blockchain properly. We obviously don't see the massive benefit until we see onboarding or an on and on ramp, you know, so that people can come in and out with fiat easily. But I suppose that'll have to result in a central bank digital currency that none of us actually want to then interact with. So it's going to be interesting times for sure, and I think we will probably see a couple more of the bigger exchanges disappear. But then, like Andy said to me earlier, what's your theory, Andy, that happens then?
Which one's that one, Simon? There's so many theories.
Well, no, you said to me about the fact that if one of the bigger ones goes, then it'll be a phoenix from the ashes.
Oh yeah, potentially. Yeah, I think one of them could be brought down to be revitalised, so to speak, by the powers that be, because they'll have already built a lot of infrastructure into things. And it's interesting how the whole FTX thing just seems to have gone very, very quiet as well. So I don't know. I don't particularly trust institutions anyway, and those kind of powers that be. And I think they are playing a game behind the scenes. Who knows how it will pan out? But I can't imagine for the life of me somebody as big as Binance or Coinbase, with all the work that's gone into it, even if they are kind of brought down, surely there's going to be some ashes left to stoke a new one up, you know, that somebody else has got control of. Who knows? I don't know. You know, I mean, it's we talk a lot behind the scenes about what things might be and what's going on, and none of us have got a crystal ball. So
you only need watch an episode of The Simpsons that mentions XRP to understand how it's all going to play out. So Anyway, I haven't seen BUSD mentioned by the Simpsons at any point. There's XRPs in there. That's well documented. That supposedly the Simpsons think that XRP is going to go to $589. I think that's the number. But that's like bonkers, isn't it? Like that people believe that shit. But anyway, BUSD, Dranko, any ideas? Would you be holding any BUSD at the moment?
Nope, don't have none, don't care. You know what? Honestly, I don't care about anything at the moment. No. When I say that, I mean, like, I don't care if it's good news, bad news. I actually prefer more bad news to come because I'm just looking at this entire year as a year to accumulate. You know, this happens. Yeah. Every bear market is just like, you know, negative news, crypto's dying, it's a scam, only the blah, 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 regulation, this and that. I want to hear it all because let's just give me more time to buy. To whereas if it was to shoot up, like, I didn't get enough. You know, I didn't position myself properly for the next bull run just yet. You know, and I want time to continue building projects and, so hopefully we have another, 9 months left. I give it the whole year of 2023 of just negative news. I'm not in a rush personally.
Tell us about the projects you're involved in at the moment and if people can get involved.
Actually, so I'm going to leak some news about Steezy and Smoke. So Steezy and Smoke, we dropped an announcement maybe a week or so ago, and we've been quiet ever since. So basically, it was a degen project. It's not been self-sustaining, and we weren't able to get anywhere. But it took us a long time, and we are working on I'll call it a minor acquisition. So we're selling the company. And when I say selling, we're talking dollars. But the new owner, who I won't share, will do an announcement. I think he's going to be able to take it very far. And so I feel I feel very confident that everybody who is invested is in a great spot. And I know a lot of people in the audience right now are invested. So it gets me excited. But I'm not going to share too much more because we should be doing an announcement come, I think, tomorrow or Thursday. So we'll see.
Oh, so there'll be a pump tonight then, yeah?
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything instant, and I don't want to, give that false hope. But it is big news. It's big. It's pretty big. I'm not sure what his plans are. So, like I said, I don't want to create any FOMO or create that hype. But the direction he'll take it is it's going to be a big deal. So we'll see.
Cool. And what about you're running a real estate project as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Haven't shared too many details, but we are launching in a week, and it's more so targeted towards real estate professionals, but it's an educational platform, and then we're also going to be building out a marketplace. So we'll be offering securitized, tokenized real estate. So you'll be able to invest into resorts, single family, multifamily, commercial for as little as $100. And we'll be buying property basically all over the world.
Cool. And but that's the future of real estate anyway, isn't it? Is is how everything will be held on the chain. So why not get that, be the first to it? Is there any competition in the space at the moment?
I would say there's a little bit. There's a couple projects. One of them is called Arrived Homes, which is backed by Jeff Bezos. He's invested close to $50 million, I think, into this. And then there's another one that's kind of more Web3, which is called Tykes, and they've done a great job. He's made a few $1 million off of it, but then he transitioned into acquiring businesses. I think the cool thing about what we're doing is we're not going straight into offering real estate for sale because most people don't even know how to get crypto. We're not going to add too many layers. we're going through an entire education phase, and then, you know, it gives us more time to front a $500,000 bill to build out our marketplace and go through the SEC process. But then we'll drop that on everybody, and they'll be comfortable with how things work.
And that's the whole point, right? Is when we get out the other side of whatever's happening at the moment, we get to the point where real businesses take advantage of the blockchain and are able to incorporate it into, you know, real life and real business. Because at the moment,
The cool thing is, like, you know, I keep seeing everybody like, how are we going to get more people into Web3? Well, my audience alone is 3+ million people. You know, there's 2 million real estate agents, there's another million investors, and then we're also going to target, you know, just students of the game who want to learn. I think we're going to onboard a lot, and that's just, it's something to be proud of as long as it does work. It is a high-ticket offer, but the way that we've structured everything, I'd love to give you guys a demo here in the next couple of days or so, but I think I've been building it for a year plus, so I feel good about it.
I remember looking at some stuff with you ages ago. It was looking really good then, but yeah, it'd be great to have an update on it, definitely.
Absolutely.
Cool, do that, yeah, for sure. And those of you that are paying attention, I hope there are some Steezy holders here. I know I saw quite a lot of people go and buy the NFT, so maybe there's a few token holders here as well. Look forward to whatever Dranko's going to announce.
Yeah, there's a lot in here. I recognize at least 10+ faces, and I think they'll like the announcement coming in the next day or two.
Cool. Yeah, look, it is going to be a short one tonight. We have we're just gearing up for Miami. The thing for us is we've got so much on our plate. Andy and I spent nearly the best part of a whole day writing a proposal for Russell Kane and his management to stage their event in TCG World, and we're still not finished with it, because once you start getting to write an agreement for a comedian at that level, you have to dot every I and cross every T twice and make sure that there's nothing that's going to go wrong. So, you know, all those details have to be ironed out. Who's the support act? What time people have got to turn up? When they're going to be there? What he's going to say? Who's handling all the tech, etc., etc. Right? All of that's still in there and got to be agreed. Then there's the venue, whether he's doing it live, where he does it physically, etc. And backup systems, the whole shooting match. So just bear with us a little bit as we get to this launch phase. Miami's the big push at the moment. We will make a lot of connections there for sure. You know, there's a lot of industry professionals there that we will be talking to. I'm sure we'll probably be burning the candle at both ends for a best part of a week, and setting up, you know, the going there will make this project. And meeting those type of people and understanding that we'll be able to get into funding levels that we haven't even thought of before. You know, meeting people that have got access to a lot of money to be able to take it forward is what we need to do. So hopefully, hopefully we can meet some of you guys out there in Miami. I know there are a couple of people coming from the project, so more the merrier. You're welcome to come and meet us in Miami. Come and have a drink with us. We'll come out and let's have a lot of fun. And, you know, onwards to that, to make sure that we are one of the biggest projects in Web3 this year. I'm sure we will be. It is for me, it's a little bit frustrating that we're having to wait for the market. You know that, we've said that many times before, but we've got to do it right. We've got to make sure we time it perfectly, because otherwise an awful lot of effort will have gone to waste. You know, and we want to make the most of it, and we want to make sure that you guys have the biggest benefit. So just bear with us a little bit longer. Andy, anything else you want to finish up with, and we'll wrap this one?
No, I've got a few things I need to go through with you, but no, I think we're all good there. Good to see some new faces. If anybody has got any questions, please do shout up or pop it in the chat. You know, we're here to answer your questions if you have got any. So, but yeah, if not, thanks for everybody coming on. Cool, and hopefully see you soon in Miami.
Yeah, and if you want to come trade in with us, we are live 5 days a week on the 10X app. Anyone that hasn't experienced that, please do come and have a look. You know, we are trading crypto as well as other assets, but those of you that have seen us on 10x, you will know our primary focus is to trade Bitcoin and gold on a daily basis to, you know, both up and down. And if you don't know how to do that, come and learn. I know there's been some incredible feedback from what people are learning and the opportunities that are out there. So join us in there. Come and have a look. I know that Andy you'll have to work it out because I know we don't launch officially until tomorrow, but I presume there's still a 14-day free trial, is there?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I believe there is, yeah.
So for those of you that are not in the VIP group, there is a 14-day free trial and you get to join us trade in London and New York sessions. We will be adding German DAX from tomorrow. I think the day after tomorrow. There's going to be an Asian session as well. Crypto education classes as well with Domingo, myself and Andy. And a lot of people getting involved. Thousands of people coming into that app. All of whom are crypto savvy, right? People that understand NFTs, the blockchain, want to get involved in exciting projects, and obviously Joke will be the number one focus that we will be putting in front of that opportunity for all of those people. So just come and watch what's happening over there as well, because you will see a lot of people joining here. We will be creating a whitelist, so we will be driving up the excitement. We will be making sure that we get as many people onto this next launch as possible. And let's just make sure this is the start of something incredible over the next couple of months. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Any questions, as usual, stick them into the chat. We'll get to those next week. There is, if you are a VIP and you haven't filled in the form for your Jungle Cat, can you please make sure you do so, because we will be closing that off. So go into the VIP channel. Make sure you know that you've got to fill your wallet address and details in, and then we can get to dropping you your Jungle Cat and your extra NFT. So yeah, anything else, Andy? Or we'll wrap this one now.
Yeah, I think that's all good, Simon.